And the Stormy Daniels scandal is unraveling along with the Russian collusion narrative. One America's Kristian Rouz explains.
President Trump is facing a new hostile political campaign aimed at crippling his presidency ahead of the looming midterms. Several mainstream media reports have been questioning the finances of the 2016 Trump presidential campaign in connection with the so-called Stormy Daniels settlement controversy.
There are some legal critics of the president who already have objected to the payment from Michael Cohen to Stormy Daniels as a violation of campaign finance law.
The latest political attack against the president comes as a multidimensional challenge, which started with the Wall Street Journal publication January the 12th. The article suggested President Trump's lawyer Michael Cohen paid $130,000 to pornographic actress Stephanie Clifford in order to prevent her from speaking up about an alleged 2006 sexual encounter with Donald Trump. However, the speculation failed to produce any substantial damage to the president's reputation.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? No. Then why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
Do you know where he got the money to make that payment?
No, I don't know.
In March, the attack against the president shifted focus and saw Clifford filing two separate lawsuits against President Trump and Michael Cohen. The narrative at that point changed, with Clifford alleging Trump and Cohen directly or indirectly intimidated and coerced her into signing a statement that the alleged sexual encounter never happened. These claims, culminating in Clifford's CBS interview on March the 25th, were swiftly rebuked by Cohen's lawyers as unsubstantiated, frivolous and ridiculous.
You said on March 7th there was no knowledge of any payments from the president, and he's denied all of these allegations. Were you lying to us at the time, or were you in the dark?
The president has denied and continues to deny the underlying claim. And again, I've given the best information I had at the time. And I would refer you back to the comments that you yourself just mentioned a few minutes ago about the timeline from Mayor Giuliani.
However, the reports and controversy surrounding the $130,000 payment, which actually took place back in 2016, drew the attention of federal authorities as it could constitute an improper and unlawful use of campaign funds. Had this money indeed come from the 2016 Trump campaign budget, it could severely damage the legitimacy of the Trump presidency and impair the Republican Party's performance in the upcoming midterms. Subsequently, all hell broke loose for Cohen as both the FBI and Manhattan Attorney's Office went after his bank and financial records, eagerly seeking to discover the origin of the payment for Clifford. But none of this produced any immediate effect, except at the time it was widely believed the search of Cohen's home was connected to the Mueller probe.
So I just heard that they broke into the office of one of my personal attorneys, good man, and it's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. All I can say is after looking for a long period of time, not even before the special counsel, because it really started just about from the time I won the nomination.
After a brief silence, President Trump's camp embarked on a counter-offensive, with the president's new lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, confirming Donald Trump reimbursed Cohen for the payment to Clifford in October 2016, adding the president was unaware of the details of the payment. Following Giuliani's remarks, President Trump put a full stop to the artificial controversy, explaining the Cohen case in a series of tweets. According to the president, Cohen was receiving a monthly retainer to cover all possible legal expenses, a typical practice in business and media circuits. Additionally, Cohen's power of attorney allowed him to use these funds at his discretion to settle any matter deemed necessary. In this light, in order to compromise the 2016 Trump campaign, the only thing Clifford needed to do was to convince Cohen her alleged 2006 sexual encounter with Donald Trump really took place.
They say that it's clear that the money was paid to her as a way of trying to influence the election by keeping her silent.
President Trump said campaign money was not used in any Clifford-related transactions. Of course, this latest accusation falls in line with a number of media-driven conspiracies and political efforts to delegitimize the president, such as the insurance policy detailed in the texts of demoted FBI agent Peter Strzok, as well as the Trump dossier and Russian collusion narrative. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call today.